Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Rakakarash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity, right? Presenting their bodies living sacrifice. And shalom to the very, very few sincere sisters, right? That's taking heed and getting in order in these last days. I'm the brother I'm coming to the video. Lord willing, it's edifying, right? So as you been seeing, well, if you're already in the know, this video has been been floating around right through the community, right? From the brother go by the channel the Hopefully Like 3, right? And which we seen the Jake in the video was pretty much speaking on what the prophets have been saying, right? How these prophets are going to come to pass, right? How the words of the Lord, right, is not going to come back to him void. We've been, talking about the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, 16, about martial law, But hey, here you go. We had put it on wax, right? And I wanted just to go into this video and, filter with the scriptures, add some scripture with the man point, and also correcting if needs to be corrected, right? So here we go. Let me cut this truck out. Right, and subscribe to the brother channel as well. Right, and I'm gonna grab those scriptures later on as well, right? Because those scriptures right there tie into pretty much what the man is already going into. Right, but I read it, 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled, right? So we can grab the word for kindle right quick, right? It's kindled over you. Kindled. Right. All right, cool. Now my shit want to go slow. All right, fuck it. Right, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right, so we already see how things are playing out. You have ice on the ground, right? We know that this right here is going to spiral into what? A martial law, and for that word kindle, pretty much going to be lit, Right, these troops being coming down with great wrath, right? These migrants that have been, coming over for like the last, 4 to 6 years, right? They finna be boots on the ground inside everybody's, neighborhood, man. Putting folks up under, right? And hauling folks out to the concentration camps. And like one of the main points is that's how you know this right is target towards the Israelites, right? Known as Jacob's trouble that we finna go into. How you know it's targeted for us is because of the fact that you have a lot of migrants that then came over, man. Right? Ishmael, right? Moab, Ammon, right? Ham, all of these migrants over here. But who are they targeting? Right? Now they're targeting, right, the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom, so-called Latinos and the natives. Right? And now it's getting to the point where now they're targeting anyone that has melanin. Right? I think it's like, they call it like BPOC. Something like, I forgot the initial, but I did a video on it, but how the Latino women was going into it, But martial law is definitely here. Right? And it says, they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered to idols, right? Because we know essentially, right, after all, it's going to come down to the MOTB, right? You're going to be idle, right, in a chill station, right, which is going to be those concentration camps, man. Right? And they're going to be offering you that sea hook. There shall be like madman sparing none. That's what you see right now. Right? You have a lot of folks that even voted for Trump. Right? And hey, now Northern Kingdom's understanding like this nigga's not your damn friend. He wanted you for the cheap labor, right? And now he want to get rid of you, man. Right? Always keep in mind about the Georgia Guidestone, man. We don't fit inside that number that he wants, man. He wants to exterminate us, right? Always keep that in mind. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? It says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? And mainly, hey, is really us, but you know, it goes to the hopefully elect. You know, they're trying to destroy all of us, but hey, they gonna be inside these houses, right? They already doing it right now, raiding houses. I seen some, you know, certain little TikToks, Instagram reel, how they using fake documents just to walk inside your shit and come get you, right? We're definitely inside those times. For they shall waste away and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yes, sir. And I'm going to say this, right? I'm going to grab a quick precept right quick, because he said if you're not military persistent, you know, you don't really know how to maneuver inside a military type of mind frame, you're going to be lost in the sauce, right? But, hey, if you're an Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, if you're not following after Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right, you fucked. Don't give a damn how much knowledge you have inside a military branch, none of that, man, right? Let me see if that pulled up. That should never pulled up. What's that scripture? The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. I don't know what. Yeah, this shit bullshit. I'm going to put it inside my actual Bible then. 2 Corinthians 2 and 4. I said 2 and 4? 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to the pulling down of strongholds, right? So it's just a point, right? We're not worrying about having no gats, no glocks, no switches, no all of that bullshit, man. That's not gonna get you out of your situation. If the Lord has you in that lot to get destroyed in that situation, you know, right? So let me go back to that. Matter of fact, let me add on to that proverb, right? Because this right here is the add on to go against what this man is saying. You know, you need to have the mindset of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have the faith inside Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? But it says Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thy own understanding, right? So it don't really matter if you've been a vet in the military or not, man, right? You gotta trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil, right? Staying out the way, being circumspect, right? The Lord gonna get us out of these positions, man. This is Proverbs 14 and 22, and I'm gonna go back to the video, right? This Proverbs 14 verse 12, I meant to say, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end are the ways of death, right? And that's what a lot of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, that's what they're finna lead into, you know, death, right? Not forsaking the first path, right, which is this truth, you know. This was not truth and understanding to guide you inside these times to come, right? Here we have it. We have the door of Revelation 12 and 12 popping off, you know. He should come down like, he gonna come with great wrath because he had but a short time, right? That's where we at within prophecy, right? Going back to the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 9, measuring the time diligently, right? Let's go back to that clip. Come on now. Yes, sir. No, I'm gonna stop right there. I gotta get this internet to work, man. Right? Because he said it's gonna be a situation, right? That's gonna what he said unalive a lot of people, right? I'm trying to get this shit right here to work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go back into it. Okay, cool. All right, it's working. Right? Let's get that word for Black Swan event, right? Because we know it's something that's going to pop off, right? To get shit really rolling. Definition. Right? So it's just a rare, unpredictable event that has a significant impact, right? Let me go down some. It's cool. I'll just read from back up there. Right? But it says a significant impact. If I could. Oh, okay, cool. I'm grateful for significant. Sufficiently great or important to be worthy of attention. Right? Meaningful. Real it's like important. Importante. But yeah. It's something gonna be something real important that pop off, and that's gonna get the chains rolling for martial law, right? It just can't. They can't just, you know what? Tomorrow we're going into martial law. No, it has to be an actual event, right? Because we already know Esau does the problem, reaction, solution, something like that. I can't remember word for word, you know. But he know how to get to that NWO, right? Which means to get that order out of chaos, you know. So he gotta let shit hit the fan, so he can come in like the superhero, you know. And then restore back everything. But it's gonna be something that pops off that's going to, cause martial law to go into effect, right? And while I'm at it, let me just define martial law right quick for edification, right? Martial law. Martial law is when the military temporarily takes over for a civilian rule. Right, and we just had the civil arrest something, right? But we just had that going on, you know. It's finna get real dark, man. It's finna get real dark. Call all y'all about Shemi Shah. It's usually declared in times of war, natural disaster, or civil unrest, right? Something's finna pop off real major to where it's gonna be civil unrest, right? You see, Trump he's stirring the pot up, you know. He came back day one. There's only two genders, you know. He not accepting the alphabet folks. I forgotten but he said he not accepting them, you know. It's gonna be civil unrest. Hey, you still have people that don't even like the man. That was Team Biden, you know. So it's gonna be a lot of chaos on the streets to where they have to, and like I said, the stir on top. It's gonna be a lot of killing, right, in some type of situation, to where it's gonna pop off, right, to where they have to bringing the troops, right? Which you know, a lot of those other troops, those migrant troops, right, are pretty much working for, Trump and them, right? To help go into the martial law, right? Let's go back to that clip right quick.
This is going to give Donald Trump the authority. Now, a lot of people are not prepared. Worst case scenario, need to listen. The first thing that's going to happen is that your grid and your cell phone communication is going to go down. That's going to prevent you calling for help or speaking with anybody else. That may come to help you. That's going to be done.
Hey, that is like how it was in that movie Leave the World Behind. He cut off the communication. Matter of fact, it's a clip I got on my phone that goes into the same. The man was talking about the same thing. He gonna cut the communication so you don't know what's going on, right? But hey, when with us, we prepare by coming to Yahweh Shemi Shah within this grace period. Building ourselves up for this time to come, right? Not trying to be a hoarder, and store up all this food. Now we know that we can prepare ourselves spiritually. So when it's time to maneuver around, the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah is dealing with us. He gonna bring us to the right, spots. Lead us to the right spots.
Instantly. They're going to impose restrictions on your movements, meaning that you're not allowed to leave your house, go to the grocery store, or do anything, or visit family members. That type of restrictions.
Well, yeah, let's get it. Cause pretty much, that's like, Revelation 13, I think verse 11, going to that draconian laws, pretty much you're gonna be real oppressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do nothing. There's gonna be a consequence if you go against it. But let me grab that inside the book of 2nd Ezra 16. Right, those two books, 16 and 15, is going crazy right now. Right, 2nd Ezra 16. No, it's 15 and 17. Right. Man, really the whole thing, civil unrest, y'all. I read all up to it. It's 2nd Ezra 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? Destruction. That's what's coming upon Babylon the Great, right? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? We come to a time of civil unrest, man. Civil wars, right? That's the time, that's the season that we in, right? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, right? And that's going to cause, martial law. Everybody is not disregarding what the government say. That's going to cause martial law. Something's going to pop out to where people going to be in a Rodney King type spirit, that situation right there. They going to be in that type of spirit, man, disregarding whatever the laws got to say, and they take matters out of their own hands, man. And men shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Have them checkpoints set up, You can't, pretty much you got to be in that zone, whatever zone you in, you got to be stationed there. But like you saying, like, you got to be such a house, these troops gonna be on the ground, man. We talking about, man, it's a lot of troops that's waiting for the green light, man. Right? The sleeper cells, all of it, they waiting for the command to post up in front of these neighborhoods, man, controlling shit. Right? I'll stop right there.
Then they're going to systematically choose neighborhoods. All right? Like, folks, this is your part. They're going to systematically choose neighborhoods that are vulnerable and unprotected. They're going to remove you or unalive you, whatever one they decide to do.
Right? And we already know, shit, if you're an Israelite, 9 times out of 10, they trying to unalive you. Unless they just know you one of the men of the Lord, and it's your lot to go to that concentration camp. I mean, it can be both. Going to the concentration camp, you can have some that going to give in and take the MOTB at the concentration camp. But we know that they're going to be, pretty much like you said, certain neighborhoods. And that's like you going back to the book of, is it Revelation? How it goes into how America's going to be broke off into zones, 0 through 9, FEMA zones, right? It's going to be like the same type of thing, man. They're going to be either going to take you and haul you out to that major concentration camp, or they're going to, destroy you right then and there. You're right in the house, right? I got a quick precept right quick, because they about to roll, man. It's about to roll. Let's get this inside the book of Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, right? Going to the Greek word diabolos, right? Esau, Edom, the adversary against the Most High, right? It's come down to you having great wrath, right? It says, because he knoweth that he had but a short time, right? He trying to get things spiraling toward that 2030 agenda, man. Getting that NWO agenda. He trying to, he trying to speed up, So that means he finna come down with this great wrath. You're gonna be like, this shit is unreal, Niggas is gonna be Niggas gonna be dropping dead just out the sight of what's really going on out here, But it says, hey, he shall come down with great wrath, because that he had but a short time. So they about to start rolling inside these neighborhoods, man. Let's grab this inside the book of Isaiah chapter 59, the first part of the scripture I want. And the second part is for us, man. Right? Us true believers. Right? 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Right? So that, hey, we know the enemy going to come in like a flood. He's coming to these neighborhoods, man. Right? We not worried about it. We understand it. We understand that we're not going to fight against him. We know, hey, the scriptures say, hey, go with him. You got to see it on out. When the Lord give you that green light to bust some move with the spiritual power, then, that's then, But, hey, we know he's finna come in like a flood, right? He's finna ramshack. He's finna, sit on the outside while you in the middle. And guess what? He's going to press straight in, right? But he said the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, right? Us men of the Lord, when we part of that remnant, right? We gonna have the spiritual powers, man. That's it. He gonna lift up that standard, man. He gonna get us out of that situation, right? Let me grab another quick precept right quick. Psalms chapter 34 and verse 6. It says, this poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. Right? So we have really nothing to really worry about, man. Right? Because really this is the 2/3 judgment, right? Because going to the book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7, right? It said he shall be saved out of it. Who's the he? The hopefully elect, right? The 144 1/3. Jeremiah 30 verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel, the northern kingdom, and concerning Judah, the southern kingdom. For thus saith the Lord, Israel, right, the so-called Latinos and natives, and concerning Judah, right, the so-called Negroes, West Indies, and Haitians. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether do a man travail with child, whether do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, right? Niggas gonna be in goddamn, folding in like lawn chairs, man. Ready to give up the ghost. Right? How much more the female? It says, verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? That's the main point. We seeing it right now. Right? Northern Kingdom is getting that work right now. Right? Hey, scripture did say, hey, he gonna start with the house of Israel first. Right? 1 Peter, I think it's 4 and 17. He can start the house of Israel first. Right? So what's going to be the answer to them that do not believe, And we're seeing it now. A lot of them getting caught up with this. Right? With the whole, ice on the ground. Right? But that he is going to be saved out of it, man. Right? So let me go back to the video.
Then they're going to restore the grid and the communication in that area. They're going to move on to another area. They're going to do the same thing over again until they get the results that they want.
Hey, Slakia. Hey, go back to the Georgia Guidestone. That's they got a number that they trying to fulfill, man, and we're not a part of that number, like I had stated earlier. And I got 2 more scriptures I want to bring out because he was speaking on about unaliving, right? Matter of fact, it's in Jeremiah 18. He said, either gonna unalive you or you're gonna be excuse me, going to the concentration camp. Jeremiah 18 verse 22. It says, let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. Right? What's that that pit gonna be? No concentration camps, man. And shit, the snares, hey, they coming out with fake documents, saying they can get you. You got schools calling, making the kids call the parents so they can come up there and take the parents, man. It's a but let it cry be heard from their houses. Hey, they gonna be inside your neighborhoods, man, like the man was just saying. Right? 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, these folks ain't even gonna be knocking. That's what I truly believe. They not gonna be knocking. They blitzing. You know, they coming straight in. You know, because they got the authority, right? Like I said, hey, Esau be showing full teeth, you know, in that day of real wolf or a real serpent. He's showing his truth. He's showing all the whole thing, both sides, you know. So it will be no mercy. Then that day you seen your child go inside one paddy wagon, you go inside the other, or they unalive your kids right there in front of you and tell you to come on, we finna do the same thing to you. It's finna be a lot of that going on, man. Right? They trying to get that order out of chaos. Right? This is gonna be another modern form of buck breaking. Right? Because at the end of the day, they want you to submit to that system. You know, if you submit to them and listen to them, you know, if they come snatch you up and present that device to you. Right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read that second address right quick. 16. And I'm almost done. Second address 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right, so go back to those pits. Right, you can be inside the concentration camp. They're gonna be feeding you that charagma, right, that grain of rice. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Right, and there's gonna be a lot of foot that gonna take it, especially in a lot of Northern Kingdom, man. Because they don't know that they're Israelites. A lot of Southern Kingdom too. They don't know they have a higher power that's actually dealing with them, right? They don't want to then consider repenting and coming to Yahweh Shem Yahshua during the grace period, man. And then boom, they gonna think that they being helped by taking it just so they don't get killed. Then boom, hey, Esau gonna be looking at you laughing, man. Well, I got this nigga. He didn't took it. He thought these benefits was gonna help him. You know, now he finna ultimately get destroyed by his own power. Verse 70. For there shall be in every city and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right, checkpoints gonna be set up, man. They're gonna be looking high and low, looking for Israelites, man. Right? It says, they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And every nation hate us, man. Right? It's to the point I done seen a lot of women. That shit is really the fucking black women, bro. Fucking pit bull demons, man. The main bitches is really, you see on the internet keep saying to send Northern Kingdom back home. You know, she happy that they going back. These things are happening to them. You know, but yeah, they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. I don't know why I had brought that up, but that shit annoying, man. I've been seeing that lately. Like, out of everybody else saying, oh, you a lame ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga if you calling ICE, I seen a Jake like that out there in New York. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna call ICE on them folks. Like, man, you lame as hell too. Right? And a lot of these niggas really just some bitches, man. Right? You'd have thought some of these niggas bleed. Right? You'd have thought some of these niggas really need a pad, man. Right? But it says they shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They should be like madmen, sparing none. Right? They're gonna be inside your houses, unaliving you, man. They're gonna be picking you up. They're gonna have a different spirit. And that's what I was saying, Salakia. No nation likes us, man. Right? That's what made me bring that up about the black woman. Right? No nation likes us. So just imagine when they get the chance to get the upper hand on us again. Right? They coming in like mad men. They're not sparing. Right? You got one time to get up and go out that door. If not, he kicking you inside your shit with the gun. That's what's coming. It says, for there shall waste For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right there go again the point. Right? It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Slocking. And that's mainly us 1/3, right? 144. Lord, when we're part of that remnant. Right? We got to go through it just to get that crown, man. This that final test. This the hour of temptation, man. You know? This the hour of temptation, man. It's all a part of it. But we got to be tried, man. Aki wa aqua. Got to be tried in order to get to that gather, you know, that abroad, that fill abroad, man, which is going to be the kingdom. Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Hey, you can stop it right there, man. That's broken down pretty much to the point. The Lord knows that we finna go through a time like never before, trouble, right? Things we never seen inside our lifetime, in this lifetime. But the Lord already told you, right? Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same, right? So we gonna be good, right? But we must get tested though. Be not afraid neither doubt, for Yahweh Shemi Ashai is your God, guiding us through these hard times to come. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves, right? Things that we going through right now, you got to cast that off, man. The Lord's still dealing with you. He still got you waking up and pushing the truth, doing videos, you know, studying, going out to the highways and hedges, right? And you got to brush that off, right? Can't be in a weak nigga spirit, right? So, Khan, I don't want to go too far down. We'll go back to that video.
So please exercise your Second Amendment rights. I don't care if you want to kill. Have something when they come. Please protect yourself. You guys have a nice day.
So yeah, Khan, man. So like, you know, I was going to earlier how he was bringing out the fact that, you know, if you only have one pew, you know, we're not gonna need none of that stuff, man. Right, man. The Lord, if we're part of the elect, man, we're gonna get down with our bare hands, man. You know, right? I had another precept in mind, right? Because like I said, you know, Esau's coming down with great wrath, and this right is another indicator, man, letting you know that you need to come back to your Yahweh Shemi Shai. Right, the doors of mercy is closing. Right, so let me get this inside the Ezekiel 7:25 through 27. I just want to bring this out right quick, man. Like I said, this is another reason why we need to try and repent, right? The doors of mercy are closing, right? To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians, right? Ezekiel 7:25 through 27 in the contemporary English version, you'll be terrified and would desperately look for peace, right? Because a lot of niggas finna be going around, you know, looking sick like chickens with their head cut off. He said what? You got an EMP attack, which we already know what's happening. That's happening. You got the EMP attack, and you ain't got no answers, you can't get on no type of social media, right? You gonna be terrified, man. You don't know what the fuck going on, man. You heard about some of it, but you ain't really paying no attention to it. You would be terrified and desperately look for peace, but there will be none, no peace. One tragedy will follow another, and you'll only hear bad news. People will beg prophets to give them a message from me, right? You're going to be begging us for comfort. And that's what you're going to be really begging. You're begging for comfort. How can we please comfort? How can we calm your damn brain down? No, because you terrified. You panicking, right? People will beg prophets to give them a message from me. Priests will stop teaching my law, and wise leaders won't be able to give advice. Even your king and his officials will lose hope and cry in despair. Your hands will tremble with fear. I will punish you for your sins and treat you the same way you have treated others. Then you will know that I am the Lord. Excuse me, right? Because a lot of 2/3, right? They're not trying to come back to you. How about you? So the Lord, it's a part of their judgment to get punished out here, man. But also, our job to warn you to come back to you. How about you? Before you get punished, before you be out here looking like a chicken with your head cut off, all right, or a chicken, a dick caught in headlights, right? I'm gonna close out with this last precept, right? Because, like I said, the Lord gave us the eyesight to see it early, right? And He gave it to the servants, the prophets, early. Ben gave it to the servants, the prophets, man. So, and the man is not really saying nothing that we haven't been saying. It just, as time got close to this shit really hitting the fan, niggas is trying to line themselves up to what we have been saying, starting with the Ed Apostles of Great Millstone. That's all it is. But it's the fact that He is shining light onto reality. I do, give Him that. Right? But Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. Right? That's us in the spirit. Right? In today's time, man. On that watchtower, watching the news, seeing how things are getting ready to, escalate. It says, and I will watch to see what He'll say unto me, and what I shall answer when I reprove. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? Hearing these visions and breaking it down precisely. Now the fact that you seeing a little quarter of it happening, that should make you want to run to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? That's how we was. We heard it. It made sense. We ran to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We repented. We understood that we're going to need spiritual armor. They go inside these times to come, right? The book of Isaiah 33:6. I ain't going to grab it, but hey, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. Right? It made sense. So we knew that we need to be built up in the spirit to be prepared, to be spiritually prepared inside these end battles. Right? Right? Hey man, you can be able to hear that. You just gonna know what's going on. You can be able to hear the ambulance, man. You just gonna know death is just going crazy. Right? It's in verse 3, for the visions yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it's tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Right? So that goes to show you that these prophecies about the martial law, Ben was speaking on that, man. Habakkuk already had put that in stone, man. He let it be known. Right? Let me grab another quick precept. It said, but at the end it shall speak and not tarry. 2 Corinthians 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right? So we already knew these things right here was going to happen. It was just only a matter of time. And we're fastly approaching that time, man. Speaking to what? The Lord's chosen people, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and the American Indians, right? The Israelites, right? According to the Bible. Right? So I'm going to leave off on this one last scripture. Sirach 5:7, because it's about to go down. Right? And you can't say you wasn't warned. Right? Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly, right? Suddenly going to what? All at an instant, all at once, out the blue. Right? Even though it really won't be out the blue, technically, because we already know it's coming. Well, for the one that's on point, we already know it's coming. But I mean, in a sense, you can say it's out the blue, because boom, it sparked off. It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security that shall be destroyed, right? Because you don't have no security. You don't have no arm, no arm plate, no breastplate, no shins, no shoulder pad, no helmet, no nothing. You just out here naked, right? With no wisdom, not truth, and understanding. So you most definitely gonna be got because you don't know how to maneuver. Right? Like I said, we inside some dark times, and Scripture says what? I think it's Psalms 119, 105. That word is like a lamp unto my feet. You know, this word is how you gonna be able to maneuver inside these times, man. Even if it leads you up to what, getting beheaded. So what? You know how to execute that play. You know. So it says and thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So that's just that on that, man. Lord willing, you know, I think I covered everything I had noted down. But yeah, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point, right? I'm gonna give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua by Hashem Kakadash, and on to the next one. Shalom.